I was trying to grow my Skool group, but I made a mistake and it killed my growth. Last week, I actually lost $500 and hit a wall. So after 4 days of reflection and a little bit of microdosing, I came up with a new plan and I'm going to share in this video what I learned. So I'm going to break down the three main things together with Bram. The first, exactly how I lost money, even though my Skool community was growing. Secondly, the shift I made to attract my dream clients and how you can do it as well. And thirdly, the one thing that no one is talking about, but we probably should. Stick around because this might save you weeks of wasted effort. All right, let's dive into the first one. How did I actually lose money? This first time actually that I not only not made money since we started this journey, but I lost money last week. I lost five
First
hundred
time for
dollars.
everything.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, exactly. First time
Yeah.
for everything. Yeah, yeah. Even so, like this is the first time in like a very long time I like made a lost money a week. Like that's it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
But it's a good lesson.
Yeah, for
It's
sure. For
a very
sure.
good
And it
lesson.
will hi guys, by the way. I hope you're doing great. But yeah, it should add some weight to the lesson for sure.
Absolutely. And like how I lost money is like for my first 5 clients, I basically just took on anyone I could, right? Like I didn't really
Mm.
filter. I was just like, okay, like you have a pulse, like awesome, you can buy. It's like an exaggeration, right? And I think like maybe that's not even bad for your first couple clients, but basically what I learned is that I from there I didn't really identify who my dream client were. Or at least like working with those first five people, it showed me more who my dream client is.
Mm. Mhm.
So what I learned, right, like I made my offer around like $3,000 and then I let people like split three payers, so like $1,000 a month. But then I
Mhm.
also gave the opportunity to pay like 2 times 500 for the first month, right? So then like the stretch becomes quite far, I believe, because you go from
Mhm.
3,000 to 1,000 to 500.
Mhm.
And the reason why I did that is because I apparently wasn't attracting the people that I can help the most, I believe so.
In
It showed
terms
me
of what?
that yeah, so it showed me that like I can help people that are starting from scratch with Skool and everything, and that's what I did with Alfina, for example, made her first sale in 10 days. But
Mhm.
I believe I'm better at helping people that already are making money on Skool,
Scaling.
like Carlos, for example, exactly, and helping them scale. Carlos just hit like $10,000 this last month, which is amazing.
Mm. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe I have more experience in that, and it's easier for me to do as well, right? So the lesson that I learned here is that I shouldn't just take on everyone. I should focus
Mhm.
on the people that I really want to work with, right? So there was this
Mhm.
girl that also wanted to work with me, and she started from scratch, and she was willing to pay my program, but ultimately I said no because I want to focus more on the people that already have a Skool community. I want to like grow it and scale it. So that's
Mhm.
a very big lesson for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very has some impact. And like as you said, like the payment plan with 2 times 500 for the first month. Do you also think like that makes the commitment very low for some people? Like the commitment
Yeah.
when you like pay in full 3K is should be way higher unless you're like a multi millionaire instead of like 2 times 500.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And like to be fair, like $500 is not like really a lot of money. Most of the time, and not to like judge anyone, but like if you can't invest $1,000 in yourself, then you are probably at a very early stage in your business. And that's completely fine. But then probably I shouldn't take you on as a client, and that's fine. Then like I'd rather have you do the yeah like the I'd rather like help you for free first and like get some support there, and then you make some sales, and then you're able to make the investment, right? And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, like people can do sometimes like deposits and then like have to wait for a payment, like all fine. But I do believe like making it $1,000 yeah, like commitment is very, very important. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And what was like the biggest thing for you making this decision, in like in terms of what like what like actually resulted in you making this decision, or come to that insight, like the
Yeah, so
main.
like I was on the call with Nathan, he is called, and he has like a school community, does like $20,000 a month recurring revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had an insanely good call of him. I just gave him like a lot of tips and insights, and I just noticed how easy it was for me. Like it was just flowing, right? Like I just know
Mm-hmm.
what to do because I've seen max person like scale from 40 or basically $15,000 to $250,000, right? I've been
Mm-hmm.
there. I've seen everything. So for me, it comes really natural to like know like what steps you need to take in order for you to
Mm-hmm.
like build up your business.
Yeah.
I believe like that's also more fun to do, and also like one
Mm-hmm.
of my biggest strengths is like sales,
Mm-hmm.
connecting with people. So that's why I want to like lean into that and help people do that more. Like, yeah, like develop people more into that, and that's why I've added like daily coaching sessions about sales, so people can like send their
Mm-hmm.
team towards me. You know?
Yeah, and sales is way more prominent, I believe, when you're like already doing stuff and not starting from scratch, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because like, let's be fair. Like, I'm not a content expert. That's not my
No,
specialty.
we are not.
Like, let's be fair. I'm just trying something, right? Like, I'm trying to share my journey. I'm trying to do that. I think I have some cool ideas, but like, it's not
Mhm,
popping off yet, and that's fine. Like, that's something I have
mhm,
to learn. Like, it will take me 1,000 hours to like be really good at content, and I'm willing to put it in. What I'm doing in the meantime, I'm leaning into my strengths. I'm leaning into making connections with people. I'm leaning into creating valuable comments, and that's how I'm getting most of my leads right now.
mhm,
And that's a great way to do it, but that's not something I'm best at in teaching other people, right? Like creating content and everything. So I can rather lean into my strengths, like sales, like improving a
mhm,
team, like um, setting once you have leads, etc., and then
mhm.
expand on that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like it would, you should like assign your zone of genius. Most of the times, you should use that, because that's when you like truly thrive, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So I think like here the big lesson is like actually knowing who your dream client is, and focusing on that dream client. I think that's a huge part.
All right.
So yeah,
And
that's basically like yeah.
during like the setting process and everything and taking on leads, you also want to like qualify on that ideal client, like avatar, if you could say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's also like someone joined my community the other day, and I just based on where he wasn't their ideal client, right? So then in that case, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even call him, and that's fine. Like
Mm-hmm.
he can still like get value from the community and everything. And if I notice someone isn't where I can help them the most, then that's fine. Then I like they can watch my free stuff and then get to the point where I'm able to help them more.
Yeah, for sure. Like when you started off, were you like conscious about the fact that you took everyone on as a client, or did you
Well,
just
like
not?
at the
Yeah,
yeah, at the
go on.
start you just have to try something, right? You just have to go.
Yeah.
And like obviously, like I was trying to get my first client, so then naturally you will attract people that are also trying to get the first client, right?
Yeah.
So it's very normal, I believe. And that's I'm saying like mistake, but like obviously it's just a lesson. I'm very grateful
Mm-hmm.
for how
Yeah,
I
for sure.
structured it right now, and the people that I have onboarded and are in my clients, I will 100% make sure to help them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like looking because of that experience, now I have a deeper perspective about myself, my strengths, and the people that I actually can help the best. And
Mm-hmm.
from there, I can align and focus on what's working the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's really really powerful. that's basically like the biggest lesson that I heard. What I was doing was the 28-day money back guarantee or make your first sale.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened with that one client. He paid $500 and I refunded him.
Mm-hmm.
I learned out of that indeed is like improving who's already working, like Carlos, like I said, made 10K. And also because of this, I'll change my money back guarantee from 28 days to 14 days. So it's basically in
Mm-hmm.
the middle what I had. First I had 8 days, then 28 days. Now I'm putting it 14 days. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason for that is with the people that I want to work with first, like making their first sale, I need like 28 days to help them make the first sale. But if I'm
Yeah.
working with people that already have something, then they don't really need that 28 days and I can just get them results in the first 14 days and then they can decide
Yeah.
if they want to stay or not.
Yeah, I can imagine sometimes it's like some changes you can really easily make with them, but they don't see for themselves, right? When
Hmm.
scaling, when you're in the scaling process, when you want to scale.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. When you want to scale, like you can very easily see like what's gonna improve it or not. Like you
If
can
you have
like
the knowledge.
instantly see that. Yeah, exactly. When you have the knowledge, indeed. Like at the beginning, where you're just getting started, you're mostly very scared and not sure if it's gonna work, and
Mm-hmm.
like insecure and everything, and that's all fine. Like those emotions are allowed to be there, but it's a way of yeah, it's just a very big difference. Those two avatars. So
Yeah.
also something I want to invite everyone here, like think about like who can you actually help the most? Like who is it that you can help to make the most impact, right? Like where are
Mm-hmm.
your qualities most appreciated and like impactful? If you know that and double down on that, like I'm very confident you'll make more sales.
Yeah, for sure. Your past self, right?
Exactly, yeah, your past self, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that's good. And then one other like a little bit more spiritual one is like I noticed that I was chasing too much and now I want to attract
How do
more.
you
So what
notice
I
that?
did, I was just looking at like my daily actions and everything, and I just noticed that I didn't take any like I couldn't take any time off because every time I was like, oh fuck, I need to app that client or WhatsApp that client or like call that client, etc. And then
Mm-hmm.
when someone would ask me a question, I would say like, I can't really like I'm busy. Then I would still wanting to call them because I wanted to like help them as much as I can. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously that's great that you want to help them, but like ultimately it's like we can't keep chasing because it costs a lot of money. And if we like
Mm-hmm.
turn it around and we attract people towards us,
Mm-hmm.
then we basically are able to take more ownership and control over the situation. And from there, we are in our strength and provide more value. So, for example, if I am trying to one-on-one coach everyone on sales, then that's costing me a lot of energy because I have to reach every call, everyone like I have to do everything one-on-one, right? But now I added like a daily stand-up and people can come to me on that stand-up. They can listen to each other, they can listen to my feedback all at once, and they can watch the
Mm-hmm.
recording. So it's more centralized, it's more in one place, and I'm hosting that, I'm doing that. I know you'll
Mm-hmm.
be there, and then from there everyone like just comes to that place. I'm attracting that basically, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. Cool.
Cool. So yeah, I think those were the two biggest lessons, and then I'll talk about the one thing that no one talks about in a second. But I'm feeling super confident about this, and also it gives me way more clarity on like what I want these calls to go over, right? Because like
Mm-hmm.
for example, next week I know already what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about
During
your
this
first
call.
hire on Skool. No, no,
Oh.
next week indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like that's cool because those videos will attract exactly the people that I want. Those people will want to hire their first hire, right? And by
Like
like
someone who works for them, you mean?
well they want to start hiring someone, right?
Mm-hmm. To assist and help and work for them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. So, like by being clear on who you actually want to help is so important. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's insane. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. It will make a lot of things easier. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, I feel
All
very
right,
good.
man. Looking forward. It's nice that you like planned everything and now see everything. Also for these calls, like that helps a lot. Because last
Oh yeah.
episode was very great, right?
Oh, last episode was the best. Like, holy shit, it was so good. It was so good that we didn't even like upload it. You know, like
Yeah,
that good was
yeah.
it. No, like for real. Like me and Bram were on the
We want to keep
call
it for
last
us.
Saturday. Yeah, actually, it was so good. We want to watch it every night.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were on the call together, and like honestly, I had no plan whatsoever what I wanted to share on this call, and we were just like fucking talking bullshit, and
Yeah.
like it was so unstructured and it was so unclear, and
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, like, why is it happening? Yeah. So
Mhm.
we made some change to that as well. And that's why we're doing this live now on Wednesday, because it allows me to like reflect more on the week first and then talk about it instead
Mhm.
of still being inside of the week and then trying to reflect on it already. So this is way
Yeah.
better. I'm feeling way
Yeah, there
better.
was some
Also,
reflection
I
needed,
noticed it
right?
in the flow. Oh yeah, that was some reflection
Yeah.
needed. Talking about reflection, this is the one
Mhm.
thing that no one talks about. Like
Mhm.
I really believe this, which is reflection, and then especially microdosing with reflection.
Mm.
Woo!
Mm.
We might have some taboo here going on, but
Yeah.
yeah, like
Now we enter a little gray area, Dan. Dan talks
yeah,
about
yeah, exactly,
drugs.
exactly.
Dan talks about
I'm
drugs.
talking about drugs. There we go again. Yes, finally. No, but for real, like microdosing is like seriously one of the most amazing things in this world. Like I'm so
Microdosing
passionate
what?
about it.
Omega 3?
Microdosing omega 3, yeah, psilocybin. So basically, like
Ah.
mushrooms, truffles. You can also do like LSD, like what you want. I'm using psilocybin right now in combination with
Mhm.
lion's mane and cacao. And
Mm.
yeah, it helped me a lot actually. Like I did this new formula, which is 4 days on, 3 days off, which is kind of crazy. So 4 days you used in a
Mm.
row and then 3 days off. I've never heard of it, but I did this last for from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I
Best
felt
4 days of
so
his
much
life.
more. Oh yeah, that was the best 4 days of my life. Well, actually, it was awful to be honest,
Yeah?
because yeah, because like on Saturday, I got like a headache. It was insane. Like like my girlfriend was in San Jose, so she was away, and I was just with myself.
Mhm.
And bro, I had like the worst headache, and I understand
Yeah?
now why. Because I was just overworked. I was just like working too much, and like I wasn't in alignment with myself. I wasn't in alignment with my soul and anything, right?
Mhm.
So I wasn't listening to myself. And now, partly because I was alone, partly because of like the microdose, I could actually listen to myself and understand that I had such a headache. And that's when I was really seeing, oh, fuck, I am chasing the entire time. I'm
Mm.
spending all this money walking after people, but that's like why I'm like losing out of my own energy. I should turn around. I should just be this solid, like, man. I should be this solid business, and that people come to me, and then I'm delivering like in the moments that
Mhm.
I choose to deliver on them. And like having that mindset shift and realization, oh damn, it was insane. So it was really good.
It's very, very nice. Or nice. I don't know the right word for it, but it's very little bit weird actually for me to hear that you like felt a headache because of that when you were microdosing. So that like your body and your soul and your mind were actually aligned at that point. It's very,
Hmm.
very nice actually.
Yeah.
Not weird. It's very nice to get such a signal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like often I think we, even if we are like, I believe I'm pretty in tune with my emotions, but even if we are, like, it's so easy to forget about them. And so easy to
Mm-hmm.
just blast through it, you know, and just like
Mm.
Alex Ramosi style, and just going through it and like fucking like
Mm-hmm.
no, don't be a bitch about it and this like bro man, you know. But like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, like our emotions are there with a reason, huh? Like
Yeah.
we are not
Yeah.
machines. Like, we should listen. They are telling us something. They are trying to help us, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
it's really good to be in tune them. And sometimes, because of our business, because of our entrepreneurship and everything, it's hard to listen to them. So by having a little bit of support in this way, like with a microdosing of psilocybin, it can help and aid us so much.
Nice word, right? Psilocybin.
Amazing. Psilocybin.
No,
Yeah, it's amazing.
it's very interesting to hear. Very interesting to hear. Yeah, it's nice that you had such an experience, right? And that it gives so nice insights and actually like transform a little bit of her life at that given moment.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's really good. So yeah, that was amazing. And then like I combined this with a 12-week year reflection. And
Mm-hmm.
so for everyone that doesn't know what 12-week years, it's amazing. Like it is transforming my life on such a fast pace. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm not even sure if I would be here if I didn't read this book. 12-week year book. 12-week year, it's really good. It's amazing. And basically it comes down to like get more done in 12 weeks than other people do in 12 months. So this
Mm-hmm.
book really helps you like rethink, reframe your like time span from one
Mm-hmm.
year towards 12 weeks. And the entire philosophy is instead of like businesses make them 40% of the annual revenue, so the revenue that they make each year, in the last
Mm-hmm.
quarter. So if you
Mm-hmm.
can do that every quarter, then you would make 1.6 times more money than you would do otherwise.
Yeah, and that's basically because
It
of
comes
you
down,
that then they realize where they are, right? With their goals. And they
yeah,
ramp
exactly.
ramp
Everyone is
everything up.
like, yeah, everyone is dialed in on their deadlines, on their commitments, and everyone is like on fire, right? And they are
Mm-hmm.
trying to help you like be on fire always. So I really, really love this because like my yearly goals, I never reach them because I always either think, I have enough time, or it's like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna hit them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like it's a way, I believe a way better framing of like goals and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
what I did, I made this incredible planner and template that helps me with getting more insights about my life and about how to reflect on everything. It's basically a template, and I can like give this for free for everyone. And
You are?
basically,
Yeah.
like how it works. Yeah, 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 like all good. I
Nice.
can give that absolutely. So basically, like how it works, like you start with a vision, right? Like you want to have like your North Star, like what is your dream life in like around 12 years? Because without a vision, like it's really hard to even like come up with like where you want to go. So you start with like your
Mm-hmm.
12 years, then you write down like your 3 years, so a little bit closer. And then after you did that, it's like your 12-week. And I have like little tips for if you don't know what to do, you can just press it like this. And then, like, for example, if you don't know what your dream life is, like start with what you don't want, your hell, and then the opposite is your dream. So you can just fill this in if you want. And then after that, you go over your goals. And by
Mm-hmm.
understanding your goals, you will now narrow down like where you want to focus on. Because what we focus on in our lives is depending on our goals. So, for example,
Mm-hmm.
if your goal is to become a remote closer, like Bram, and you see an opportunity out there, then you will most likely see that, right? And you will reach out to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if your goal is not to be a remote closer, then obviously you're not gonna see that, right? So, like, really, what we see in our
No.
lives depends on like our goals. Yeah,
What we see, or
it's
sorry?
interesting. Yeah, so like what we see, what we pay attention in our lives on depends on our
Mm-hmm.
goals.
Mm. Like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
now, for example, my goal is to have clients that are more on Skool, like that already have Skool and want to scale. So now I
Mm-hmm.
am seeing different type of content that I can create than before because my goal changed.
Mm. And it shifts your focus.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just your focus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You notice that every time when you like change something in your goals or in your vision, or that you like actually immediately focus on other stuff and also be aware of other stuff as well during your daily life.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because, for example, one of my goals is for lives today is like pura vida. Pura vida means like pure life. And yesterday I didn't really do that because I felt like things didn't go fast enough and I was spending too much time on my phone and working and shit. And then after that I was like, well, that was totally not needed. Like I could have just like take a fucking chill pill and enjoy my life yesterday, you know?
Take a
And
chill
I believe
pill.
I saw that. Yeah, take a chill pill and like enjoy my life, right? Like do some meditation, like jump in the pool, like whatever. And I believe I saw that because my goal is to be in alignment with Pura Vida, with pure life. So yeah, absolutely. It's so important.
Yeah. I did see that you downloaded Duolingo and started again. So you did something
Yes,
of the
absolutely. Yeah,
nice.
bro. I'm loving Duolingo. It's amazing. I'm learning Spanish now, bro. I'm very confident that like it's amazing. Like in 12 weeks, I'll speak Spanish, like for sure. Like or at least a lot better than now.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking, I don't know, but you can understand. Like
Yeah,
I've been
a
doing it
lot
for
better.
like
A lot better.
yeah, you can understand
Yeah.
like till like intermediate sentences or something in like a few months. It's great. It's great. But practicing
Yeah, exactly.
or like speaking, we should practice. Maybe in like a year we can do like one of these in Spanish. Would be nice.
Yeah, that would be great. So then we have even less people that watch it.
Yeah. We have to keep more of those very great episodes for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that makes sense. Like your focus depends on the goals that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then
All
when
right.
you have a goal for like lives today, so like yourself, your energy, love tomorrow, like the sales, your income, and then unite forever, your audience, and like the leads that you have, then
Mm-hmm.
if you have that, you can start your reflection. You can reflect on like the last 12 weeks, right? Like what did you experience? What emotions did you feel? And what habits and actions did you were like positive or not positive for your energy? And all this will help you get more clear on your daily actions because
Mm-hmm.
ultimately that's the goal of this entire 12-week planning is like getting clear on these daily actions. Like what is it that you need to do on a daily basis to
Mm-hmm.
reach your goal? So for example, my goal is to for like pura vida, now means like pure life, and I want to like embrace that in this in my energy, right? So for me it's like a 50-minute stretch per day, a 50-minute piano playing session, and 50-minute Spanish, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this one is a little bit more like abstract, but a more like clear goal is like $24,000 collected, right? If I want to collect
Mm-hmm.
$24,000 in 12 weeks, then I need to have one Saturday. I need to follow up with 8 people in my pipeline, and I need to share one win from my Skool community for my clients towards like my
Mm-hmm.
Instagram or like my Skool page, so people see that my clients are winning. If I do this
Mm-hmm.
every day, I'm very confident that I'll earn $24,000. But for
Mm-hmm.
me to have one set, I need to have per day, I need to have like 3 leads a day, right? So if I want to have 3 leads a day,
Mm-hmm.
I need to make 30 comments. I need to make one reel a day, and I need to ask for one referral a day. If I do this, then I can set one lead, one call, and then I can earn this amount of money. In a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool.
So
I also got a
yeah,
nice
I think that's
upgrade, the sheet.
it has a nice upgrade. Yeah, it looks pretty limitless. I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Also, so yeah, I'll share this with everyone. Everyone can do it. And then the last part is like your calendar, right? Like your calendar should reflect that you do this. So for example, here's like where I create videos, this is like where I do the outreaches, this is where I take some time to walk, here's where I'm doing like the weekly video, and now I have like coaching call, etc. So like your calendar should reflect those daily actions, and then you should be good.
Great. All right.
Cool. Yeah, what were your
Good
thoughts on
stuff.
like this reflection and planning and daily action items and everything?
Mm, like it also it starts with that it looks nice and like it's organized well. And to be honest, I still have to do it because yesterday I had a session, a nice session, and I want that to land like a little bit.
I can
and I'll
imagine.
do it in a few days. But I have looked into it, and yeah, it looks very nice. And I think that actually doing the reflection and setting those goals and the vision and North Star again, it will make it so much easier to decide which daily actions you have to take to go to what goal actually. And yeah, we've talked a lot about this already during those episodes about goals and actions, and but I think this is a very nice renewal of what was already there, and that you also are willing to share the reflection and the goals Cortex template is very nice for people, because for me personally, when I'm doing stuff like that, I don't even know what to start with. You know, I'm not that much of a journaler or of like a reflectionist. I don't know how you say it, but I'm not a person that does it automatically, and I don't know in what things I actually should have to organize it, and what to write down, and in what kind of sections. So I think this is very great to start with. So you only have to think about what to write down, what goals you have, and not about where to start with or where to end with. So yeah, I think it's very great if you do it and you like apply it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know what's more amazing? If you do it together with microdose.
Mm. All right.
I
All
promise you,
right.
you will see more. You will see more stuff that you otherwise wouldn't see. So
I'll
I'm
I'll
just
I'll
just gonna say that.
go. I'm gonna do a hunt in the forest
Yeah.
tomorrow for some plants. You can just buy it here
Perfect.
in the Netherlands.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Even here, I didn't even know that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to share in this video. So next week we're gonna dive into like how to hire your first hire on Skool. So that's
Mm.
exciting.
Nice.
Yes. So yeah, let's absolutely do it. Let's keep crushing it. And yeah, stay
Let's
limitless.
do it. Stay limitless. Good luck, guys.
Nice.